due to some work that I'm doing, I need to be able to create virtual machines. Now, I could certainly do so through the user interface in DigitalOcean, and it's certainly friendly and it's fast, but I need to be able to do it much quicker than that. I need to be able to do it programmatically. And to do so, I'm going to be going through the API that DigitalOcean and all clouds have their own version provides. As you can see here, this is a big API. There's a lot of functionality built into it. And I'm here at the droplets section. This is the API reference, as you can see there on the address bar. Now, one of the first things that I'm going to do is I'm going to list the keys that I have within the account. And the reason I want to do that is because I want to find out what key my personal key is, the identifier that DigitalOcean uses. So I'm going to go ahead and paste onto here. And I found this through reading the API documentation. You can see here that I will be hitting the path that is account and then keys. And I'm using a token, and this is a token that you can set up in DigitalOcean as well. And I put it into my environment so I don't have to type it in every time. So this is simply just a get, and I'm going to go ahead and hit return. And as you can see there, I have gotten all of the keys back. Now, the very last one that you see here is the one that I want to use, able, and I have a fingerprint and I have some other information. But for the purposes of clarity, I'm going to go ahead and grab all of this information. There's quite a bit of it here. And I'm going to paste that onto an editor so we can take a look at it. So I've made a copy there. Now I'm going to go ahead and paste into an editor. And as you can see there, it's all in one line. I'm going to go ahead and use the pretty print for formatting JSON. And as we can see here, that is precisely what has been done. If we scroll to the end of the document, we'll see here that we have the key for myself. This is able, and I have some other ones as well there that are collaborators. So I'm going to go ahead and use this key when it comes to setting the permissions, the SSH key permissions for new virtual machines that I will create. Next, I'm going to go ahead and create a virtual machine. And as you can see here, I have the information that I'm going to be putting into the terminal in a second. I have the name that I'm giving it. I have the region, which is New York 3. I have the SSH key, the one that we just took a look at. I have the size. This is the $5 machine. In the image, I'm going to be using a recent version of Ubuntu. So I'm going to go ahead and now paste that onto the terminal. And I'm going to go ahead and go here to my account on DigitalOcean. And so I'm going to go ahead and paste it here onto the command. And as you can see there, I have done so. And the machine name that I have chosen is Able Virtual Machine 01. And as you can see there, I have the information coming back. The machine is being created here on the UI. And if I go ahead and go back, I can see there the ID. And this is the ID that I can use if I want to programmatically reach that machine. For now, all I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and delete that machine after I have created it. And this is simply to demonstrate that I have full control from the command line using curl request. Now I've gone ahead and taken the ID of that new machine and I'm going to put it to the end of this path. And as you can see there, this is the path to delete. And I'm going to go ahead and paste this into the terminal in a second. And I have once again, my account on DigitalOcean. Once I go ahead and enter the curl request, you'll see that I get a notification on the UI that this virtual machine is being deleted. And we should see that in a moment. And as you can see there, that has been removed. So as you can see, it's pretty easy to go through the API to this specific cloud. And as mentioned, all clouds have this, and we can create machines and destroy them programmatically.